Hi, my friends. It's time for our math story and math home activity. Now, first, we have to ask, what are we learning? What are we learning? What are we learning? We're still learning about day and night. So remember, last time we were together, we were learning all about how during the daytime, out comes the sun, and then at night, out comes the moon. So we still have a lot of sign language to learn today. And first, we're going to write our morning message, which is night. Now let's get our handy dandy pen. Blue seems like a nice nighttime color for today. So help me listen to the sounds as we make the letters. The first letter is N, N, N. Then we have I, although the sound that we hear is I. It's exactly how the letter name and the letter sound are the same in this word. And we have G, 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 H, and T. Now let's spell it all together. N-I-G-H-T spells night. La noche. Night. Now, just like day, night only has one syllable. Ready? Night. So day and night. They are short words. So let's put our pen away because it is time to look. We know this sign. During the daytime, we see the sun. I want to make sure that you can see what I'm doing. Draw a circle and then make it blink, shine down. So during the daytime, the sun comes out. So outside, we see the sun. It is up, up, up in the sky. Now, this is different. Oh, guess what I can show you, friends? This is different from nighttime. During the nighttime, we see the moon. And if you look, you just make the shape of the moon up to your eye and then put it up in the sky, from your eye to the sky. During the nighttime, the moon is out. When we go outside, we can see the moon. It is up, up, up in the sky. Oh, actually, I forgot to put a picture here, but what it's time for is to read a little story. It is actually in Spanish, but I will make sure to be giving you guys the Spanish and the English to the best of my ability. Oh, I was trying to move Miss Dominique and it might not work. So, our story is called El Día y la Noche, day and night. We were just clapping the syllables for those words. Oh, but in Spanish, there's a few more syllables. So in English, we have day and night. Those are shorter, less sounds in those words. But in Espanol, we have día, 2 claps, 2 syllables. Y también tenemos noche, 2 claps. Okay, so let's start our story called Day and Night, Día y la Noche. This says, ¿sabías que vivimos en un planeta que se mueve? Do you know who lives in a planet that is moving? Remember in the story we read on Monday and Tuesday? We talked about la tierra, the earth, and how it spins. There we go. Okay, spinning and turning, the earth changes from day to night. La tierra cambia del día a la noche. It goes from daytime to nighttime. You can see this is a really good picture showing you the earth. And look how bright the sun is. That's where we get all this bright light from. Okay, turn the page. Okay, el sol sale por el este y se pone por el oeste. So basically, when the sun comes up, it comes up in the east and then it goes down in the west. You guys don't have to worry about east and west. Just think of the sun as something that when it wakes up in the morning, it comes up, 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 and then it goes down. It's kind of like a roller coaster. Woo! Or it makes like a hill, like it goes up, 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 and down. En la mañana el sol sale y comienza el día. So we know it's daytime because the sun comes out. Oh, this friend is so lucky. He is at the beach. Él está en la playa y el sol is very bright. No sé cómo se dice en español, but the sun is shining down on us. Oh, look, my friends, now the sun is getting lower. It's going down, down. We can still see it, which means it's sunset. Al atardecer, lo siento mucho. El sol se pone y se hace de noche. So at sunset, when the sun is going down, that means it's becoming nighttime. Look at this city at night, la ciudad en la noche. Llega la noche, sale la luna. When nighttime comes, out comes the moon. We see la luna, the moon at night. Algunas noches solo vemos la mitad de la luna. So some nights we only see half of the moon. Usually it's a full circle, but sometimes we only see half of it. The fancy word for that is actually, this is technically not that. Let's keep going and then I'll tell you the fancy word, which is actually our shape of this month or this theme. Y algunas noches solo vemos una lasca de la luna. It's really, look, it's the shape of what we call a crescent. And that is just a very fancy way of saying that moon shape. It's like the letter C. So some nights all we see is a little sliver of the moon, a tiny, tiny piece of the side. Look at that. It really looks like this shape. Like this, I don't know. Okay, let's turn the page. What is that? Friends, I want you to pause the video and I want you to look, what is that up in the sky? It looks like daytime, but if it's daytime, is that the sun or is that the moon? You won't believe it, but sometimes we can even see the moon during the day. Even when it's sunny outside, sometimes we can still see the moon. A veces hasta podemos ver la luna en pleno día. Isn't that so cool? Oh, we are at the end of our story. And this little girl has a very important question for you. Ella tiene una pregunta muy importante. ¿Qué te gusta más? What do you like more? El día o la noche? What do you like more? Do you like daytime or nighttime? Gotta think about it. Think, think, think. And then, actually, if I turn the page, you can see daytime, día, or nighttime, la noche. You can use these pictures to pause the video and point. If you want to show whoever you're with, whatever family member is helping you with this lesson, you can answer the question. What do you like more? Do you like el día, daytime, or la noche, nighttime? Now, on that note, our story is all finished. So, there we go. Let's see what we're going to do for our home activity. Now, you can see two things up on the screen, one of which is a book that you can also find on Epic Books, and I have shared it with all of your families. This is an awesome story. You learn a little bit more information about specific kind of animals and plants. and what they do and what they look like during the daytime and at night. Because most of the time it's different. What we do at nighttime is usually different from what we do during the day. And that's what this nifty little picture over here is showing us. So these are some activities, things that we pretty much only do or only can do when the sun is out during the day. So one of which is going to school. But it's a little bit of a different time right now where we can't go to school. We're actually doing our learning from home. But you know what? That still counts because you're not watching Miss Dominique or having Zoom circle time at nighttime. You do that during the day. So we also have things like eating breakfast, desayuno, or just waking up in the morning to eat breakfast and go to school. We don't wake up and start our day in the nighttime. No, at night we go to bed. Before we go to bed, we eat dinner. We might do homework if that's something that you do, which we don't really do. We're so young, we're not quite there yet. But at nighttime, we see the moon. And most of the time during the daytime, we see the sun. Now, here's a trick question. Can you see the moon during the day sometimes? We learned this in our story. Can we see the moon sometimes? Yes or no? What do you think? Yes. Sometimes you can even see the moon during the daytime. Now, we have some specific animals in this example, like an owl. That is a bird that sleeps during the day and then comes out at night. So, that is a book that you get to look through, and there are some activity ideas where you can, if you don't feel like saying the words, you can just point to answer questions like what picture is showing daytime and what picture is showing nighttime. And actually, let me get over to that because I can show you a little sample of that right now. So here are all of my books, and I need to get to this book. Here we go. So look, we can see this is not quite daytime, but not quite nighttime. The sun is going down, which means it's sunset. Look, we can see some animals during the day. The sun is out, it is nice and bright. We can see some lions and a giraffe. This is what they look like, what they're doing during the day. They're out and about. The zebras are running. The hippopotamus is swimming. Oh, but wait a minute. It's nighttime. And we know that because look, we can see the moon. I see la luna. So the sky is full of stars and the animals, some animals are going to sleep, but other animals might be waking up, the animals who are awake during the nighttime. So this is an example where you can look at the pictures and say, which one is a picture of daytime? Now look, I think the sun is at the top of the sky. This tree right here, this picture, number 1, that is daytime. But you'll see we also have nighttime, and we also have, we have sunrise, or what we could also call sunrise is dawn, and then sunset is dusk. So I know this is a little bit more complicated, so this is definitely an extension activity. But this keeps going and shows you animals that live in the ocean. It shows you like animals that are out in nature, what they're doing. So there's a lot of fun things that you can do with this book. But if you don't want to read that book, or if that's a little bit too advanced, you can always just look at some of the things that we do on a daily basis. Now, of course, it's not so easy to go shopping anymore or to play outside on the playground, or even to ride a bike, depending on if, there are lots of people outside. But in general, here are some activities that we only do during the daytime. And then we have some activities over here that we only do at nighttime, like sleeping or dreaming, eating dinner, and wearing pajamas. Only on special occasions do we wear pajamas during the daytime. So this is something that you and your family members can do even throughout the day. If you are sitting at the table eating breakfast, That's a great opportunity for moms, dads, or siblings to say, hey, we're eating breakfast. Do we eat breakfast during the daytime or during the nighttime? You can also kind of do that in reverse and say, oh, it's nighttime. What is something we're going to do, or what will we do? And you could show two options. If it's nighttime, are we going to eat breakfast or are we going to eat dinner? So those are some ideas, some things that you can do at home to talk and think and learn more about daytime and nighttime. But in the meantime, our math circle is all finished. And I will be posting also a video so that you can watch a really fun little cartoon called Day and Night. And it's a fun way to show you how things look different. You could be looking at the same thing outside, but like what it looks like during the daytime and what it looks like at night and how it's different. So on that note, our math circle is finished. Good job, my friends. Our story is finished. Good job, my friends. Our home activity is finished. Good job, my friends. I will see you later. Bye, friends.